Global warming is real, folks, and it has been brought to concern by environmentalists today. But it is cars like this, the Lexus ES300h, with the H standing for hybrid, that makes up the future of motoring. Let's take a look at what makes this car special.
Lexus gave it their all when designing this. All the angles are sculpted. It's almost like this car belongs in an art gallery. The 3D spindle grille and the three-eyed LED lamps forms the foreground of the signature Lexus look, and it blends well with the sleek body. To set it apart further, the Lexus designers have included blue badging around the car. This is a distinctive trait of all Lexus hybrid vehicles. The hyper chrome cast alloys are unique too. You'll get 18-inch noise-reducing alloys that makes use of hollow sections of the rims to reduce road noise and vibrations. Rounding off the exterior is the equally futuristic-looking tail lamps.
The Lexus grows in size for 2019, and it's based on the new GAK platform. So it's lower, wider, and a little longer as well. Now what that means is you get a little more boot space, 472 liters to be very specific, and that's 42 liters more than the previous generation.
Settling into the interior is like jumping into the cockpit of a fighter jet. There are screens all around you, primary of which is a 10.2-inch heads-up display that shows you your speed, directions to your destination, and energy efficiency. The 3-spoke steering feels sporty and is finished in leather and split up by piano black accents. You also get aluminium paddle shifters, a blue theme push-button start, a multi-information display that changes colors and information depending on the driving mode you're in. Then you have the 12.3-inch multimedia screen that comes packing navigation, an app suite for all necessary applications, and is controlled by a brilliant and intuitive touchpad. Our favorite bit in it must be the energy monitoring system that shows you how well you're driving and the charge left in the batteries. That said, we were also blown away by the chiseled aluminium finish gear shifter, the inclusion of a drive mode selector, a traditional Lexus clock, memory seats, and plush leather seats with dual accents.
The rear of the car is really where the passenger belongs. There's absolute abundance of leg and headroom, and I think it's actually more spacious than most of its competitors. And what's better is this: you get rear infotainment as well as climate controls. Underneath this rather large hood is where all the magic lies. What you see here is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, and it is coupled with an electric motor. So the resulting output is 215 horsepower. Alright, driving impressions now. Now there's a common belief that when you buy a vehicle that is driven by a hybrid system, you are signing up for an eco-green thingamabob lifestyle. And while much of that is true, the ES actually brings in a blend of performance, a little more sportiness as well as economy. And as I've been driving on the highways, I've been averaging fantastic. As a matter of fact, I've been hitting about 7 liters for 100 kilometers, and that's better than most economy-minded cars of today. The suspension is silky smooth, much of everything is very muffled. So is the steering wheel, as a matter of fact. It is an electric system, and there's a sense of progression to it. When you're driving about normally, what you would find is that the engine is what pretty much powers the battery, so it is recharging the batteries as we go along. For the batteries to kick in when the speeds are, say, below 40 kilometers an hour. Of course, that doesn't dictate whether the batteries do come on at that speed. For instance, if you need immediate acceleration, the engines will kick in from a standstill as well. What I like the most about this cabin though, and that's what I think most people will focus on, because even when you're driving, everything is well within your reach. Even the farthest element, which is the AC controls for the passenger, is right within my reach, and I can control it from here. The powertrain is completed by this eCVT transmission, and what that means is you're able to achieve 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about 8.3 seconds, and that's rather respectable. As a matter of fact, it is one of the fastest hybrid cars that's currently out there. Of course, when I say fastest hybrid cars, I mean sedans. Meanwhile, there's none of that rubber band effect that we normally associate with continuously variable transmissions, and I think that is the highlight of this car, because the engine, the gearbox, and everything is just relaxed. The Lexus ES might be coming in the hybrid guise for the very first time ever. But I'll tell you this, for 2019, it's incredibly beautiful to look at, meticulously made, and may very well be one of the best Lexuses on sale today.